I did this video before, but it didn't. Went back and you couldn't hear the sound. So we're going to try again. You see here, it says wise. Why wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 columns. Now, if you think of it as a flat plane, I don't know. I think we're already having a problem. If you think of it as a flat plane with 7 columns, you're looking at a calendar if it's drawn on a piece of paper, right? And so, if you do that, then you know that they're talking about the 7-day week, the the Genesis week, right? It starts out with that, right? So let's say what else it says. Of course, with the Genesis week, knowing that I read, I don't know, it wasn't the Book of Jubilee. It was I think it was Judith, the Book of Jude or Judith. No, not Jude, but Judith. And it said that there was a widow who would neither work on the Sabbath or the day before the Sabbath. Uh, she would make sure that she had completely prepared everything beforehand, right? She wouldn't leave her home the day before the Sabbath also because she didn't want to make a mistake, I guess. I'm assuming this part that she didn't want to make a mistake and not get home in time. Well, because Sabbath starts in the evening, right? Of the Friday. Okay, so it's important that you number your days. And number your days don't mean go, what day am I going to die? No, that it's talking about honoring the set apart days, the fasts and the feasts. Okay, so verse 2, she has slaughtered her meat. So this is how you get ready for Sabbath. She has mixed her wine. Now that doesn't supposed to happen because mixing your wine, if I understand correctly, the wine mixing, the spirit mixing, you just have the grapevine for your communion table. So that she may be getting off there, right? She has also prepared her table. She has set out her young women. She cries out in the highest place of the city. So I disagree about this being a real wise woman at this point because now she's sent her servants away and she's going trying to find people, especially young men, to entice to come into her house to eat Shabbat with her and and drink of her mixed drinks or mixed spirits, right? Not just with the spirit of Yahuwah. So going on with chapter 9, we're verse 4. Who is simple? Let him turn in here. As for him who lacks heart, she says to him, come, eat of my bread and drink of my wine I have mixed. So she's inviting him to have communion with her. Okay? With her and her gods, really. Leave the simple ones and live, and walk in the way of understanding. Now that's a reproving verse, verse 6. He who reproves a scoffer gets shame for himself, and he who rebukes a wrong one gets himself a blemish. Do not reprove do not reprove a scoffer, lest he hate you. Reprove a wise one, and he loves you. Give instruction to a wise one, and he is wiser still. Teach a righteous one, and he increases in learning. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the set apart one is understanding. For by me your yamim become many. For your days become more many if you have wisdom and understanding, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Your years of life are added to you. If you have become wise, you have become wise for yourself. And if you have scoffed, you alone bear it. A foolish Asha, foolish wife, is loud, simple, and without knowledge. That could be a foolish woman also. Um, for she has seated herself at the door of her house and on a seat by the highest place of the city, to call to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Who is simple? Let him turn in here. And as for him who lacks heart, thank you for saying hi, Sonic. I hope you can hear me. It would be great if you let me know. Okay, so whom lack heart, she says to him, stolen waters are sweet, and the bread eaten in secret is pleasure. Okay, so she's saying, I have a husband, and come on and do this thing anyway, right? But he does not know that the dead are there. Her guests are in the depths of the grave. And that's the end of that one, okay? That everybody goes into to the Proverbs 9 woman ends up going into the grave. Um, so y'all can hear me, or you wouldn't have given me some thumbs up. I'm grateful. Yeah, I recorded this earlier and it disappeared. Yeah, so I heard a minister say that this is the bad woman, the Shah, and so I wrote up here the um God hates mixed drinks. Who hates the mixture? Um, and then so I guess it's not this one. The one of them tells how her husband is going to Jerusalem and he has a big bag of money, but this one's a little different. So maybe this is a different proverbs than the one I was thinking. If you hang tight, I'm going to start another one. I'm just going to close this one out. I've got to do Proverbs 10 because it didn't have any volume either, and we're supposed to be doing Proverbs 10 today since it is January the 10th. God bless you. Hang in there, and I'll see you in just a second.